Hi everyone, it's me Leigh with Victorian Dreams by Leigh. I just wanted to do a project share. Life got real crazy and hectic, but I'm back to crafting. So yeah, so it's me. Um, I had to make thank you cards for my mom. She called and said she needed some. So let me show you what I did. And the first 10 are from Anna Griffin Painted Garden Decoupage Card Kit. And so I just went in this stash and made 10. So let me show you. I keep them in this bag or these types of bags until I get ready to mail stuff out, just to keep them all together the same type. And also I put a half a little piece like this of a dryer sheet so that they always smell really good. But I don't even smoke or have animals around me, but I just still like the idea of it. So yeah. But what I'm making right now, I'll show you since I have you, is I'm making these types of boxes for Christmas, and I'll put the link down below, and it holds Anna Griffin cards. But this, I could probably mail this to my mom too, but see how it holds it, and it holds the envelope. It's an 8x8 size, and I have made a tutorial on this. You can put the pin and stamps right there. You could use this for makeup as a gift, or go to the dollar store and get uh, nail polish stuff, but I do it for cards, and you tie it, and so it's just like making an album, this part, and then you make the box. But anyway, enough about that. So here are the cards that I made with this, and they all had to be thank you cards. So here you go. And all of it is blank inside. She asked not to let it be real bulky, so I didn't add the bows that come to the kit, and I didn't layer it near as much. But there's one, there's another, and I'll show you what dies I made to do this. And I'm going to show you another kit because I made 20, and oh, it goes this way. And at the end, I will make one card for anyone that's a beginner or figure out what goes with what and how do you match it all up. I'll show you. There's another. Here's another. I never sign the back. I'm very modest, and I don't think people need to see my name. I don't think they care. Um, and if I give these out and they want to sign their own name, then I'm happy they do it, because that means they like it enough to sign their own name. But here's another. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5. No, this one's 6 layers, so it is, very dimensional. Here's another. This one is no gold on it, but it's still very beautiful. Even the gold shiny paper comes in the kit. There's another. They all say some type of thank you very much or many thanks. I love this gold die right there. I'll show you just the dies in just a second, so that if you want to buy the extra dies to go with it. So with these dies, there were so many dies I used on this one. I ran 2 at a time through my impress machine so that I could do 2 cards, so I had to run it 5 times real fast to prep. So the dies I used are, and I used this set of dies. I use one each of these 2, even though there's a lot. I use this one, and it was from Ornate Constantine cut and embossed dies. And these dies, the one I said I loved the most was this one, and I used this one. I think I used this one too. I just ran all once. was the anniversary frame dies. So I love how Anna's stuff comes on magnetics, and some of them don't, but I need to buy more. And then I also use this one and this one you saw. I don't know if I used that one. This right here, but look how nice it is. And it is Fancy Holiday border dies. So that's what I used for that collection. Then the next collection I used was, reaching for it, and the box I just showed you made 20, but this box is a really go-to because it made 40, and it is the Blooming Decoupage card making kit. And 40, you know, you could use half and still have 20. You could really go to this. Let me show you what it looks like. I think I've already made 20 out of it, and I still have all those cards, all the examples, or the second layer, pop dots. It came with sentiments, but she didn't want sentiments. She wants to write her own thing. All the envelopes, the bows, the little sayings you need to say, and I'll talk about that. The gold, all the extra little bling and stickers of gold. These, I didn't have enough that said thank you, so all these came in handy. So I picked out the thank you ones out of these, and I switched them up. I'll show you that in a minute, what I mean. And then all the different flowers that go with it. And you're thinking, well, how are you using that? So let me show you real quick the cards, and then I'll show you how I used it. Okay, so I'll put this off to the side for just a second. Let me show you the cards, and then I'll show the beginners how do you get that started. So the dies I used were these new ones, and oh my god, the new technology with the embossing and the cutting at the same time, and the less layering of your machine of plates are so nice. And these are the garden border cut and embossed folder, and that's what I use. There's 3 of them, and I'll show you. So here is one card, and see how it embosses and cuts so nice. And see, here's that card layer. I was telling you the card layers. Well, the card layers already tell you a hint that this flower or that flower or that flower matches this card. So that makes it easier. And here's another card. So on this card right here, it showed me this, and it's on the back side. I just flipped it over. So here it is right here. So this card is right here. So I just flipped it over because I was using the extra pieces, and I put it on and then put the layers on that I popped out, the die cuts. So it's really, her kits are really, really nice and easy. This one I didn't even use a card, but I liked it. But see the embossing on that. And here's another card. I'll walk you through it when I make it, so I think it'll make it easier for you. They all say some kind of mini thanks or thank you. So I'm going to overnight these to my mom. She can sign her name. She can leave it blank. So yeah. So aren't they beautiful? This kit, I love the flowers in this kit. It is just gorgeous. So I only have 9 of these, so we're going to make 1 more. Okay. So in the kit, it came with this 5x7 metallic gold shiny cardstock. And so I wanted to use 2 folders at one time because I knew I had 20 to make, so out of these 10. So what I did was, there's the base plate. Then I had these two. I cut it in half on my cutting blade machine. I just measured and cut it 2 1/2, 2 1/2, and then you stick it in and you put the gold on down on the cutting part, and you don't even have to worry about if it's crooked or not because it's going to cut straight. Okay, and then I cut into this one. I have one good one and one that's getting cut up, so when I order a new system, you know, it gives me extra. I'll always have a good one, and then I'll always have a good one and then an extra that I'm using. So it kind of, when you buy your second one, you kind of get a third one because you always cut into one. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so all you do is just layer these two, and it's cutting into this top one, and I'm just going to put it into my machine real fast. Whoops. And let me show you how this is going to be trash. This just barely pops out so easy, and there you go. Put those off to the side and keep them all together with my information, and I need to figure out how to store these because I need to do that. Okay, so here's two different ones that I cut, and look at the embossing and the cutting all at one time. One pass, just the bottom plate and the top plate. You don't have to worry about the shims and the plastic and the rubber pieces. It's just so nice. So let's just put one off to the side since I only need one. Okay, so then I took a card that was pink, and this had pink in it, and this told me on one side it can flip that way, on this side it can flip that way, but this told me that this pattern matched well with these. So all I'm going to do is pop them out. Anyone else that doesn't want to hang out, thank you for watching. Subscribe. I'm always making tutorials. I never know when I have a chance. I'm trying to change it up, that I'm going to make a tutorial 2 times a week, or oops, I'll have to glue that on. I was too fast. But anyway, guys, all my links are down below, and for that box to hold the cards will be down below, so you can watch that and make some boxes for gifts. And if you're hanging out with me, let's just pop this out, and this goes in the trash. But what you could do is, if you had one of those cutting machines, that you could scan this in your computer, save it always, and reuse it over and over, and let that cutting machine trace it out and cut it out for you. I don't remember, Brothers cutting machine I think may do that, so that's another thing you could do. Okay, so let's put this off to the side, and let's get the pop dots that come with it and layer this up. So it says A1, A2, A3, and sometimes it may be B1, 2, and 3. You might have 2 different ones. So let's do this really fast. I'm not prepared. I just wanted to show you every step of how this takes. And so we'll do this as fast as we can. I'll show you all my tricks. So here's one of the tricks. I just showed you about the dies, cutting 2 at one time, cutting the paper in half, but I also cut these pop dots thinner and skinnier because you need to get them on some of the leaves that won't hold the whole square. So cut them. Also, This one is kind of hard to do because of all the small leaves. Some of them are faster, but let me get one more up here because it's delicate. Okay, so put that to the side and let's go ahead and put our Pop Dots foam adhesive, three-dimensional foam adhesive on this one as well, since we have it. And it doesn't have to be everywhere. And we need one more at the top on this one as well. And to make sure that you're using the right amount of foam, because it doesn't have to be totally covered, when you cover it back up, and if it stands on its own and it's not gushy anywhere, you've done it. So now let's push them all hard. This is just the way I do it. Someone else may like it a different way. We're going to peel off all the pieces. Of course, these little ones are a pain because I'm trying to rush. Just try to remember to enjoy the process, enjoy your quiet time with your music playing in the background. And so what I do, because I don't trust the glue, I don't think it's sticky enough on any of the Pop Dots I've ever used, not putting anyone down, but any of them, I put hot glue on these, and I also try to let the hot glue drip down so that it holds to the card and it's going to be stuck. So now we flip this over and we try to mirror image where this goes. When I make these, I think about meeting my husband's grandmother for the first time, and she used to cut out pictures over and over and over and make these type of decoupage embellishments of little boys and girls, and she would frame them and have little pictures. 40 years ago. Wow, I just told on my age. I'm 40. Actually, I say I'm 29. So okay, now we're going to layer this next layer. So let me pull it closer to me so I can see, and just follow the grid, and there we go. Oops, I do have just enough time with it being hot glue that it moves just for me. So there we go. That piece is done. I don't know where this came off at. I'm not going to worry with it. So now you could tape your card like this and put it on there like that. But I don't want to. What I want to do is tape the opposite side. I like to make my own design and put it where I want to, especially when there's 3 or 4 different more flowers. So I'm just running permanent tape on here, and then I'm going to line it up on here, square it up the best I can. Sometimes I get a nice square, sometimes it's a little crooked. So there we go. I try not to get it crooked because I see it. So okay, so now we could put this off to this side and glue it and tape it down, or put it in the middle. I say let's do it off to the side this time and do it a little different. And another reason is I have 5 of them off to the side and 5 of them in the middle. So I kind of want to be equal. So, and then if it's crooked, this can also hide that, but it's not crooked. It's doing pretty good this time. So let's just tape that down and put it down. And now we have just 2 things, this and our sentiment. So, oh, there's where that little flower went, because it goes right here, but I don't think I need it. So I'm going to glue all these little pieces so it sticks down. Dab of. I use art glitter glue. If you need art glitter glue, I get it from Amazon. You need to go ahead and order. I love this glue. They do not mail it in the winter because it will freeze, so you need to go ahead and order it now. So I think I want to put it right about there. So let's press it on. And remember, I had said I didn't have enough thank you sentiments because it had birthday and congratulations and thinking of you in both kits, but she had the extra. So now that that's glued down, here was all the extra. See, it said thank you, and it said with a heartfelt thank you and sending thanks, many thanks. But the ones I wanted, it was already on the 3-dimensional, so we could use that. But these are the ones I popped out, and this says thank you already. But what I had to do on some of them was glue on top of where it was already 3-dimensional. So, and this one says thinking of you, but that's not a thank you. This says with heartfelt thanks. Thinking of you is not a thank you. So do I want to use this one and glue it on top and just put it right here, or do I want to get one of this that says sending thanks and glue it and put it on let me look and see. I think I'm going to use this one, so and the rest of them I'll put back into the box and save for another day. So just use a little bit of glue and put it on the circle, line it up as best as possible, and there you go. And then all we have to do is take the sentiments, do have a sticker on it, and I think I'm going to just put it right there. So there you go, guys. We just made one of the cards. So if you are wondering how you get started in making these cards, and is it hard or is it worth it, there you go. Look how beautiful and how easy that card turned out. So thank you guys for watching. All my links are down below. I'm in Glue Gun Chronicles. I created that because I do so much with a glue gun, with lace and fabric books and all that. And also I have another group, Lone Star Crafters, that is for Texans, but a lot of people that aren't Texans are in it also. But yeah, guys, I'll give you all the links. Do my subscribe and hit that bell so when I make a video, you know it, because life is really busy and I try my hardest, but I never know if I'm going to make one until the bell rings. Have a blessed day, everybody.